Hey everyone, welcome to a video of Dawn of War. I've been playing some Crucible mod. You can see the commander here is different from the normal Dawn of War series commander. And yeah, so this is going to be 4v4, 4 real players against 4 computers on the hardest difficulty. Well, actually, if I remember right, it was on harder. So it's almost the hardest difficulty. It's 1 down. So Space Marine, this could be me. I did a Space Marine campaign series a bit ago. So I'm pretty familiar with Space Marine. Orc. Necrons. And Tyranids. And the other guys are just Chaos. So 4 real players. That's the reason I wanted to make this. This is the reason I want to make this. So in my other videos, it's usually a 3v3 against people I don't know. I have no idea who's on my team, and I have no idea who's on the other team. What's gonna make this video special is I actually know these guys, kinda. I spent like 5 hours or more with them, so I know them a little bit. We were all in a phone call, a group phone call. The problem was, I'll be honest with you, I could only hear the Tyranid guy, which was the host. This guy plays the game way more than me. Every time I check, he's playing this. So he's like, he does this more than me. So the host is crazy good at the game. Anyways, I can only hear him on the phone. I couldn't hear these other 2 guys, like, at all. And I had their volume boosted up, and I still couldn't hear them. So I'm not sure what happened there. Anyways, so yeah, the main reason I want to record this is because I had a lot of fun. I was able to talk to the guys. Not every day I get to hang out, so this is going to be like a hangout video. And also, this replay is like an hour long, and you'll get to see pretty much full power everything. Full power Chaos, full power pretty much everybody. And I thought that'd be fun. Now, because it's like an hour long, I will skip through the boring parts, which is, I think, at the start of the game, it's pretty boring. So I'll probably skip to the first fight. But yeah. So Crucible Mod is massive, and it takes like weeks to learn one race. So that's why I'm playing Space Marine. I'm basically sticking to one race because each race has like a million things going on, and it's really hard to memorize them all. Even for me, who plays Soulstorm all the time, I don't have every race memorized. It's really hard. So, sorry. So, yeah. So I'm going to be showing you some Space Marine gameplay. We do get our strongest units out, and we build a wall right here and just kill everything in the game, and then we teleport to their side of the map and we destroy them, which was actually pretty hard. We thought teleporting to their side of the map would be a piece of cake, but it was actually pretty difficult. Anyways, if we look at the map itself, I think this is actually a Tau map. From, you see these symbols here in the way the map is. I think this is actually Tau art. So if you like Tau, I think this is supposed to be a Tau map. Like how Into the Breach is a Imperial Guard map. Anyways, I'm not sure how much else I can talk about. Once the fighting does start, there's like a million explosions happening at the same time, and that might hurt people's eyes. It actually hurt my eyes for a bit. So I'll show you the explosions, but not for a while. Like I won't focus on them, because I do think that might cause some eye strain. And yeah, I'll go ahead and explain all my actions. I might make more Crucible Mod videos in the future because it's pretty fun. I actually really like this mod a lot. They might change it in the future, but I just really like the current version. But yeah, I'm gonna show you some gameplay. Now, to be honest with you, I don't really have a plan except for the matchup. I try to adjust to whatever I'm fighting, and that's pretty much it. So I don't really have a plan per se. And yeah, I guess that's it for the intro. I pretty much spent all my points on infantry. Their vehicles aren't bad, but I think their infantry is just a little bit better. So I basically just go all out on infantry. And yeah, I guess that's it. So my Space Marine build order is nothing too fancy. Let me know if you guys can hear it. When I switch mods, it's, you know, a lot of stuff changes. Another thing I want to mention is I recorded this on DAO Online. I was going to use a performance patch. That way the game looks a lot nicer and a lot cleaner. I wanted to use a performance patch, but I couldn't.
Defending objective.
So my replay, I have a replay, I have like 5 replays on DAO Online and 5 replays on my main file. So that's kind of annoying that the files are split up. But whatever. What are you gonna do about it? Here I go salamanders, because demons are weak to fire. The problem was they made a lot of vehicles. So my fire, it worked for a while.
Defending objective.
So in Crucible Mod, you have to put all your generators together. So you'll see all our generators basically being in one spot.
Position secure.
Alright, I think I'm going to fast forward it to the first fight. We basically set up a death conga line. Here I make a bike. This is probably my fastest unit.
Area secured.
I might zoom in a bit. It's hard to see the units. But yeah, I just kind of... So here I try to get a front line going. I like to scout. I pretty much scout every time I play. So here I'm just scouting to see the demons. I will say one thing. The AI in this mod is just as good as human players. So the computer actually put up a really good fight. It wasn't like one-sided or anything. Oh yeah, I should mention we turned off like paint. If you turn off paint, the game runs a lot better. Hold on. So we turn off paint, and that makes the game run a lot smoother. So you'll notice that my guys aren't painted, and that just makes the game run a lot faster. I did pick Blood Angels though. So yeah, just gonna fast forward it to like the first fight, makes things a little bit more interesting. And you'll see later on that we are pretty much maxed out. So the only real way to fight the computer is by making a defense. I tried attacking them like this, but it was hard. You can't really fight them like normally. So I was able to kill some champions. Not bad. I think I'm level 2. Yeah, I'm level 2. And so my guy right now, my scouts, let's take a look. My scouts have 1,000 health, and my assault marines have 3,000 health. And by the end of this video, they're gonna have like 20,000 health. So Crucible Mod gets pretty crazy, to say the least. But yeah, demons are weak to fire, so I basically just go all fire. That's basically the plan there. Here's some demons. When demons lose morale, it hurts them. It hurts them a lot. I think they start despawning. They need morale to stay in the game. And if you get rid of their morale, they start to despawn and stuff. So I'm strong enough to kill the cultists, so that's cool. Here I send in another wave of guys. It takes like forever to get from one side of the map to the other side of the map. Now it's starting to look pretty bad. Here I get some fire going. That's their weakness. But I only have 2 fire and they have a whole army. There we go. Starting to get a little crazy. Now if performance mod was on, this would be really smooth. So yeah, you can see my whole army died instantly. I like Dow Online, but it's not letting me use performance mod, which is a shame. I managed to get my commander out of there. And the bad guys already have vehicles. And here they go, Sonesh. Sonesh is pretty good. Fast and hits hard. Here I make some mines because they take only a couple seconds to make. So there's like 100 squads, and then you got Nurgle and Korn. If you like chaos, this is a pretty cool video. Yeah, pretty soon just gotta run away and give up there. Luckily, these guys here, these real players, built a wall, so that's nice. This orc player is pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of defense orc, but it is working out. Alright, demons versus Necrons. In the books, Necrons are very anti-demon. I don't even know if demons ever attack Necrons. I don't think they can, like, at all. That's how anti-demon they are. Now here's a part where there's like 50 explosions going on, so it might get hard to watch. And it's only gonna get worse from here. This is just the start of the video. But yeah, this orc guy does really well. All these buildings do a crap ton of damage. But there is a crap ton of demons, so it evens out. These walls are actually taking pretty hefty damage. My whole army died. I had to remake it. I think I'm tier 3. And during this whole time, I was in the phone call with the guys, just hanging out casually. I was panicking because I didn't want to lose. I'm not a fan of losing. But the other guys were like chatting about the weather and stuff, and I was like, "You see all this crazy stuff going on?" But they didn't mind it. Yeah, the game's starting to lag. But yeah, performance with down online I can load the game instantly. Like the loading time was like seconds. But I really wish I had the performance patch right now because it would be smooth as butter. Oh well. Nothing I can really do about that. This is pretty much the only way to fight hard AI is to just make a stand here. Now Space Marines don't really have a defense. They don't really have any defense options. So when my army died, that hurt a lot. These walls are taking damage. They're starting to go down. Let's see, the Orc wall has 14,000 health, and the Necron wall has 9,000 health. That's weird that the Orc wall is stronger. Usually Orcs are fragile. Yeah, they're definitely starting to go down. Alright, I don't think I can look at that too much longer. And the game's starting to really slow down. Let's look at these buildings for a while. While the game catches up. So here I'm tier 3. Again, no real plan. My plan was to just go full fire. That was basically it. Orcs of crazy factories. I actually don't remember seeing these before. I think these are actually new. When I played Orcs, they didn't have these before. They had something similar, the big generator. But yeah, I haven't seen these before. Starting to get our relic units out. We basically skipped tier 1 and all that. You can see now we have 3,000 resources, so now we can afford the bigger stuff. Looks like Chaos has their relic units out. They got their slaughter guys, which are like, they're kind of like demon princes. They're demon princes, but vehicles. So I think Chaos is either tier 3 or tier 4. They have map control, so they should have more resources than us. Here I get my Devastators out. Heavy Bolter squad. Devastators are pretty much my only defense option. Necrons is pretty much out of the game. I'll go ahead and click over here just so it's not crazy. I'll go ahead and fast forward a bit. Yeah, but if this was performance patch, everything would be smooth as butter. But oh well. But yeah, I got some Devastators, I got my commanders going, I got some turrets, some fire vehicles. Starting to slowly... You can see here I don't have my relic units yet, but Orcs does. So I'm actually pretty far behind. I got my Tech Marine.
Death and chaos.
Some more fire vehicles. And now I can start making relic units. I'm gonna make some fire. Basically just gonna go for pure fire. Kind of a sister of battle thing. Alright, let's see if the game slowed down at all. No, it actually got worse. Okay. Wow, that's a lot to look at. Okay, so everyone should be like tier 3 or tier 4. I don't see any Necrons at all, actually. They're looking pretty bad. If I remember right, Necrons actually got the most kills. But you can see my, all my Devastators and stuff. But you can see I don't really have any defenses at all. Alright, I can't really look at that for too long. Starting to get some Space Marine upgrades. So those Assault Marines had 3,000 health. My Devastator has 11,000. So we're getting there. By the end of the video, they should have like 50,000. And in this game, 10,000 health is not much. You'd think it'd be a lot, but it's not. I'm gonna be looking at these buildings for a while until the game stabilizes. They did a really good job, the people who made this mod. I really like Tyranids. I have like all the Tyranid books. I'm just not a fan of their... I love Tyranids, but I don't like playing as them, if that makes sense. I'm not a huge fan of playing their playstyle. Tyranids playstyle should be fill up the whole screen with bugs. That's how they are in the books. Oh, there we go. Now we're starting to get some demon gods. Or not demon gods, but like... We're starting to get some actual demons. Alright, even with all my performance on, it's still chugging. The game's chugging pretty bad. I'm gonna fast forward it a bit. Eventually we do kill everything, so there should be a point where it evens out and everything's okay. Man, orcs have like 50 buildings. Orcs have like 100 buildings, and I have like 2. Kind of crazy. Maybe I should have made more buildings. Starting to get some towers going. That's pretty cool. Got the big generator. I think that's straight from Soulstorm. In the Soulstorm Stronghold mission. So that's pretty cool. Alright, I think we should get some monoliths here soon. And now I'm buying more commanders. To be honest with you, commanders aren't really good in this game. Commanders kind of suck in Crucible. Alright, let's take a look at the action. They're starting to actually break through our defense. I don't know if we have any defenses over here. Okay, now we got a monolith. Doomsday monolith. It's been a long time since I played Necrons. I'm not sure how good the Doomsday monolith is. I don't know if it's good or bad. There's still a lot of explosions and stuff going on. So I'll have to look at over here. To be honest with you, even with all my hours, I'm not sure the best way to play Space Marines. I'm still kind of figuring it out. But anyways, I had a lot of fun playing with the guys, hanging out and stuff. This was a total blast for me. This was super, super fun. Alright, let's take another look at the fight. I think it's starting to die down. Yeah, okay, it's starting to not chug anymore. We can actually take a look at the units. The units are beautiful, I think. These units are gorgeous. I do have all my settings to high, like high graphics and everything. So we should have a good look at the game. Yeah, there we go. Now it's starting to slow down and we can actually see what's going on. So what's funny is everything is dying right here. But if I were to move my guys up, they would die instantly. So that's why I did actually try moving forward, but they died instantly. So yeah, and I think all these vehicles here are actually relic units. So they have like, there's like 6 relic units right here. I think each vehicle is a relic unit, pretty sure. These Slaughterer guys, one showed up to a Grey Knight planet, and it killed pretty much all of them. So that goes to show you how strong these Slaughterer guys are. They were able to take out like a whole planet of Grey Knights. If you read, what is it? I think it's the first book, actually. The first Grey Knight book. It's from like 1999. If you read the 1999 Grey Knight book, there's a Slaughterer guy, which is what these vehicles are, and it kills like all the Grey Knights. So these Slaughterer dudes are actually lore friendly. You don't see them too often. I think in the books, Slaughterers are created by Warsmiths or the Iron Warrior Legion. So that's what the Iron Warriors have been up to. They're still around. So I kind of have a basic army right now. I don't have anything too fancy. Oh, I do unlock orbital strikes. So every couple of minutes, I am orbital striking them. I think the orbital strike is much stronger in Crucible Mod. So you'll see a lot of that. And you see these relic units going down in seconds, which is pretty crazy. All these guys that you're looking at are Baneblade or stronger. All these guys are equal to a Baneblade or stronger than that. So it's pretty crazy. They're starting to get closer. The bad guys. Oh, and now you got an Ionic Orb. The Ionic Orb was in the war. There was a war between Necrons and Eldar, and the Ionic Orb was said to be like super overpowered. So that's pretty lore friendly. I don't actually, you know, now that I'm looking at this fight, I don't see a whole lot of orcs. Like I see a lot of it's mostly buildings. Let's take a look now. Now that it's been a minute. 20,000 health. Okay. My Devastators now have 20,000 health, so that's not bad. Pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna fast forward it until it the game will slow down and we can actually see what's going on here. I think I'm tier 4 or tier 5. I'm getting there. I got most of my commanders. I think my Librarian must have died. Librarian in Soulstorm, Librarian is the best commander. In Crucible Mod, Librarian kind of sucks. They really nerfed Librarian to the ground for like no reason. I'm starting to take some damage. What's funny is I'm in the defense circle. This circle boosts your defense by a lot. And I'm still taking a lot of damage. They actually broke our walls. Our walls are down. Oh, there goes my tanks. And all the turrets on this right side are down. They're actually breaking through. Oh, I got Titans now. See, the computer is really good. Actually, in a couple minutes, I think Orcs is actually dead. Orcs have this corner, and that's it. So Orcs might actually go down here in a bit. Even with all these buildings, Orcs are dying, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. Titans are supposed to be super overpowered, so I think it's fine. But yeah, honestly, the Librarian kind of sucks in Crucible Mod. I haven't really figured him out yet. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't detect, which is weird. They got rid of his detection. If you want to detect, you need like a scout squad. You need a scout squad just for detecting. Detecting with Space Marines is actually pretty hard. They don't have a whole lot of detecting options. Alright, I think it's starting to even out. I am orbital bombarding. I am orbital striking them every minute or so. That Force Commander orbital bombardment. Yeah, it looks like Orcs is actually almost dead. They lost their Squiggus. I don't see any like Orc super unit, and I don't see any Orc commanders either. No Orc commanders, no nothing. Pretty soon we're gonna teleport to their base, and you think it'd be easy peasy, but it wasn't. Alright, got my first Terminator squad. Look at that. So these guys, my Terminators, they have 29,000 health. So that's not too bad, I guess. These Terminators still die instantly, which is pretty shocking. 29,000 health is not a whole lot in this game. And this is why commanders kind of suck. Commanders are kind of awful. Alright, I'm gonna fast forward again. I had a ton of fun doing this, but it's hard to capture that in a video. Okay, I'm pretty much maxed out. I would say I'm like 5 minutes away from being maxed out. Okay, now I get my commander upgrade. This will make all my commanders Terminators. So now, pretty soon you'll see the Terminator transformation. So where's this guy at? Okay, in a couple seconds here, he'll become a Terminator. There it is. It's kind of a blink and you miss it moment. Chaplin's a Terminator. All my guys are Terminators. What about my Librarian? No, my Librarian didn't get the Terminator upgrade. If you look at the board game, I think there is a Terminator Librarian. This is gorgeous. I think they did an excellent job on everything. Okay, what is my units now? Okay, so pretty much every Space Marine has like 2,000 health or more. And I'm getting close to maxed out. I'm still not quite there. There's still a lot more upgrades I can get. Okay, now I unlocked Terminator missiles. So you see here, I now have the big guns. There we go. It looks a lot better when it's painted, but oh well. And pretty soon I'll unlock teleporting, so I can teleport around the map. But yeah, Necrons, I know Necrons gets the most kills, and he only has these two things right here, and that's it. So they must be hitting pretty hard. I wonder if I can see their damage. It says 100 damage there. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. That says 0 damage. Weird. What is this one? 300 damage. That's not a whole lot, since everything has like 2,000 health or more. Oh, there we go. Got a first like Titan. We're starting to hit endgame. 13,000 health. Or no, 138,000 health with 2,000 damage. That's pretty good. I think this is actually Orc's best unit. Pretty sure. And what's crazy is Orc's special unit, Orc's super unit, is actually dirt cheap. You can make like 5 of these. They're super dirt cheap. So you can have like 5 of these Titans.
I command in the name of the Emperor.
And I want you guys to know, I know it doesn't look like it, but I was actually pressing buttons start to finish. Mostly moving my guys around. I was actually like sweating and tired after this because I was pressing buttons non-stop. Oh, here we go. Basically the Tyranid Spore nuke. So we'll start taking out computers here in a bit. Now they have 3 Bane Blades. It's getting pretty crazy now. Got the Death Guard Bane Blade. These are pretty cool. Got the Poison Bane Blade and this big launcher thing. I actually never seen this before. I had no idea this was a thing. Looks cool. Looks kind of silly though. I'm not sure if this would actually work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is kind of impractical. I don't think this would actually work in real life. But it looks cool. Alright, Tyranid nuke went off. And you'd think it'd be like game over, but it wasn't. It was actually like really hard. Man, the game's slowing down a lot. But once all this stuff is dead, it'll go back to normal. I'm starting to unlock my super commanders. Long story short, in Crucible, I really do think when it comes to Crucible mod, your best unit is actually the commander. Now I know I said commanders suck, but once they're fully maxed out, they're actually really good. And pretty soon I'm about to get my first Titan. So you see orcs with a bunch of Titans. And I'll unlock my Titan here in a bit. And here I kind of predator spam because I don't remember. I want to fill up my vehicle cap, and I'm not sure what Orc's best vehicle is, or Space Marine's vehicle. I'm not sure what Space Marine's best vehicle is, to be honest. So I kind of just predator spam. Now we're looking at the Tyranids versus Demons. Another Titan. Titan's weakness is actually getting punched to death because they have the best gun in the game. You can't beat them in a long range fight, but you can punch it to death. It looks like our defense hasn't changed at all. Our defense is actually the same. I thought orcs would build up again. Orcs try to attack here. That plane shoots nukes. It does less damage than a normal nuke, but it still does a lot of damage. Here we go, Tyranid infection. This is pretty accurate to the books. If you play Space Marine 2, 1 second there's no Tyranids. The next second there's 100 Tyranids. So that's pretty accurate. I start teleporting my commanders over here to help out. I'm pretty sure Tyranids can kill everything. I'm pretty sure they'll be fine. But I still teleport all my guys over. Tyranid's ultimate attack is free units. I think all their units are free, so they just attack infinitely. It's kind of like free orcs. There's free orcs and then there's free Tyranids. So this huge army right here you're looking at is actually free. So that's pretty cool. Oh, Necron's teleported in. It's starting to really slow down, but once we start killing some computers, once we kill a computer two, it should be normal. 400 damage, wow. 400 damage per shot, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think Orcs is actually on the verge of death. I never really noticed it until now. Nope, he's going back. I probably made a lot of mistakes, so I'm not gonna say a whole lot. Alright, I'm gonna do that thing again, where I look over here and speed the game up. Because there's just too many explosions going on. Sorry if this video hurts your eyes. I just wanted to show you me hanging out with the guys. Okay, I got my Force Commander.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
There we go. My Force Commander has 8,000 health. Not bad, I guess. Here I do my endgame attack. I can summon up like 20 turrets. This is like my endgame ability. So you see 20 turrets come down. And I don't think this ability has a price. So I can summon 20 turrets for free. Space Marine turrets are honestly not that good. There's only like 2 upgrades. But yeah, you can see here I summon 20 turrets for free. Now with all these super units out in the field, I don't think these turrets would do anything. I think all these turrets get killed by a Slaughterer or a Baneblade. So I don't think they're going to do a whole lot. Let's see, my commander does 200 damage per hit. Not bad, I guess. When everything has thousands and thousands of health, it's hard to tell what's good or not. But yeah, this is basically full power Space Marine with full power Salamanders. I'm still shooting fire. I got all my fire stuff going. I think the game should stabilize pretty soon. I know there's a lot going on. I think I get my Titan out here pretty soon. And the Titan really helps out. Okay, the Chaos computer is pretty much dead. Oh, and I got my super Salamanders. These guys here are pretty cool. My endgame Salamanders. They don't have their colors, but so they have 18,000 health and 300 damage. That's pretty good. And they got their thunder hammers. Is that my Titan? No. Honestly, even with 3,000 resources, I'm not maxed out. I was like 3 or 4 upgrades away from being maxed out. Let's look at my Devastators again. My Devastators are almost dead. Yeah, they're almost dead. Did my Terminators get stronger? Or no, actually my army, I think my army died. They actually broke our defense. Yeah, our defense is like a minute or 2 away from being destroyed. Okay, let's look at my Terminators. I think all my level 2 guys are dead. My Terminators have 30,000 health. And that's definitely, it can go a lot higher than that. It can definitely go higher than that. It can probably go up to 50,000. I want to look at these Tyranids to compare. So these Tyranids have 5,000 health. 5,000 health, that's not bad, right? So Tyranids have 5,000 health. I have 20,000. Plus, I think I have better armor. I got that super armor. Alright, I think we took out 2 computers. So it should stop chugging here in a bit. And this is what it was like when I played. It did this exact same thing. It was chugging when I was playing. So this is actually what happened when I was playing the game. So you think this would be an easy win with all these super units, but you can see it's taken a while. This actually took a while, even with all our super units. Oh, here's some scouts. My scouts have 5,000 health. I think they started out with 600. So they're definitely getting stronger and stronger as the game goes on. I think I'm getting pretty close to max. Yeah, so basically 2 computers down. We had to summon everything over there to take them out. Alright, at least 1 computer's dead. It's Chaos and Chaos Demons. So one of the Chaos guys are down. And this Monolith is actually dying. So our defense is definitely breaking. It's actually not looking good for us. So the computer is really smart. It actually took down our defense. And remember, these guys play the game like all the time. So they're a lot, you know, they know what they're doing. Okay. Oh, got a Bio-Titan. Let's see how strong the Bio-Titan is. Wow, 700 damage. That's really good. And 67,000 health. That's really strong. A melee Titan. You don't see that too often. Yeah, this Monolith might actually go down. It's kind of crazy. And these orc buildings are 1 or 2 hits away from going down. So this is actually getting pretty close to the wire. And this is on harder difficulty, it's not insane. If it was insane, I think we would be screwed. If this was insane mode, we'd be absolutely destroyed. Oh, here's some obliterators. 60,000 health. Wow. These guys are a lot stronger than my Terminators. 70,000 health. Almost 80,000. That's crazy. 80,000 health on those guys. Those are like 3 times stronger than my Terminators. That's nuts. Wow, these Necron turrets are actually going down. These Necron turrets are like invincible. To see these Necron turrets go down, that's pretty crazy. Alright, the game is still chugging. And this is honestly what I did when I was playing with the guys. It was chugging. If I had the performance mod right now, I think it would be smooth. Let's see, do I have my Titan out yet? Okay, it's in production. It's gonna be a while before I'm completely maxed out. Space Marines, you unlock something called the Relic Sword. It goes on one of your commanders. One of your commanders unlocks the Relic Sword, and the Relic Sword basically one-shots anything in the game. It's your end game weapon. But so once you unlock the Relic Sword, you basically win. It's basically stronger than a nuke. I forget who gets the Relic Sword. I know someone gets it. Man, my army is actually dying. Here's a bunch of Grot tanks. Grot tanks are adorable. Oh wow, my chapter master died instantly. To something. Oh, they have another Titan. Titan versus Titan battle. Got a Squigif and a Gargant. Oh, the Squigif! Wow, the Squigif died instantly. Holy crap! That was probably a maxed out Squigif, and it died instantly. Jeez. This damage is... Wow, this Ravager Titan might kill everything. It's actually killing us pretty good. Oh, it's starting to get smoother. Yeah, it's definitely getting smoother now. It's not chugging anymore. So that's good. And Orcs, I think Orcs is still... Oh, okay, this is the second Tyranid nuke. Oh, they have a Great Unclean One. I think Great Unclean One are basically Titan level in power. So that's gonna be interesting. The Great Unclean One constantly does damage just by being near it. It has like this damaging aura. So any small fry unit can't even get close to it because of that damaging aura. Oh wow, these tiny monoliths are actually going down, and these turrets went down too. These Necron turrets. That's pretty crazy. Necrons are super hard to kill. So anytime a Necron goes down, it's actually really impressive. I think we're getting close to the end. Is my Titan out? Yes! Okay, cool. There we go. This is a Space Marine Titan. This is probably my strongest unit. It's got 100,000 health and it does 2,000 damage per shot. So that's pretty good. You can see it towering. You can see it towering over everything. It's got to be like 100 feet or more. And this isn't even my best unit. The best unit is like 100 grand in cost. So this is almost my best unit. I couldn't afford the actual best unit because it's like 100 grand. Well, somehow our defense is holding, even though all our buildings are in the yellow. I'm not sure how our defense is holding, actually. Man, Chaos keeps killing my guys. Kinda rude, if you ask me. Very rude. Yeah, Terminators are my best unit, but it takes them forever to go anywhere. So it's gonna take a minute to do stuff. Oh, it looks like the Great Unclean One went down. Oh no, it's still going. But it looks like it transformed into a Bloodthirster. There's no way that's a Great Unclean One. To be honest with you, these huge, crazy battles with all these monoliths and stuff, I think this is actually more accurate to the books. If you read the books, this is like a normal Tuesday.
Position secure.
This kind of fight with this kind of firepower, this is actually like a normal Tuesday in Warhammer. If you read the books.
Scouts here.
Does he get the sword? I actually don't remember.
What would you have me?
I have no clue who gets the sword. No, he's got like a power fist. I forget how the sword works, to be honest with you. The relic sword. I forget how you put it on. Man, it's crazy to see my Titan just tower over everything. Is it a transport? It has like a transport symbol. If you can transport inside this, that'd be crazy. Am I destroying these buildings just by walking by it?
Defending objectives.
No, I thought I'd be doing damage just from walking. If you read the Warbearer books, they actually kill the Titan just like this with like 2 Terminators. It was pretty cool. Orcs have their bomb squad. Looks like we're close to winning. But you can see our defense is getting absolutely wrecked. So they were pretty close to breaking our defense. With 2,000 damage per shot, well, really no commander or no infantry should be able to survive that. So my Titan should be fine. Let's see how quickly this vehicle goes down. About 3 seconds, and that was a Chimera. Let's see the Slaughterer. Let's see how long the Slaughterer lasts. I think this is a relic unit. It's actually taking quite a few hits. That's pretty good defense. So far, just the top 2 guns are shooting. The bottom guns haven't shot yet. Slaughter. Okay, now the Slaughterer goes down. It actually lasted like a full minute. So that's pretty good defense, I would say. Wow, the computer made guardsmen. Computer made guardsmen at 40 minutes in. Oh, there we go. Now I have the relic sword. Okay. To be honest with you, I'm not sure exactly how the relic sword works. I know it's Space Marine's like ultimate weapon.
I have more fury to share with the enemy.
Okay, now I'm starting to push forward. With the Titan, I feel pretty confident. It's not. I'm actually shocked. It's not like one-shotting everything. You think it'd one-shot everything on the map, but it's actually surviving quite a bit. And here I got a fire Land Raider. I thought that'd be fun. Can I see who gets the sword? Like, I actually don't know. Is it you? Maybe you have the sword. The chapter master. Maybe the chapter master. Wow, 20,000 health. Jesus. It was 9,000 a minute ago. That's a huge jump. Honestly, with all this action going on, it's really hard to keep track of what's going on. So I had no idea. How strong is my Titan again? 100,000 health. This Land Raider has 10,000 health. So my Titan should be 10 times stronger than anything in the game right now. Should be, I should say. Yeah, it should be 10 times stronger than anything in the game right now. How strong was that Gargant again? If I can find the Gargant. There's some Stompas. Oh, did the Gargant die? I actually don't see the Gargant. The Reaver is still going. Jeez. Wow, the Reaver might actually kill everything. It's killing my Terminators, no problem. That's kind of insane. Wow, Reavers are really good. I didn't notice how good Reavers are. Yeah, they killed my Terminators, no problem. And they're like maxed out too. Man, Reavers are fantastic. Oh, here's a... what is that? A Ravager. Oh, I think this is actually the same one. Yeah, this is the same one. It's got 7,000 health. This is the same thing that killed all my Terminators a minute ago. Even with all this endgame stuff, it's still looking pretty bleak. It could honestly go either way.
At your command.
Your will.
There we go. So Space Marines fully maxed out have about 60,000 health, give or take.
Praise the Emperor.
Well, I'm not fully maxed out, but I'm really close. I think I have like 2 more upgrades and I'll be maxed out. See, I just got the health upgrade. So I'm almost maxed out. I'm like pretty close. Here I put down a bunch of turrets that the Titan can probably one-shot. Those turrets are basically for show. I don't think they would actually like do anything. And this Titan's actually lasting like a good 2-3 minutes against mine. So that's really good defense. And it's really hard to micro all this. Oh, another Titan. That was a Warhound.
Secure.
That was a baby Titan. There's a lot of Titans. Jeez. A lot of Titans. I'd love to kill something with my Terminators, but they're kind of too slow. I'd love to see them in action.
Without duty, what are we?
Man, 30,000 health, and I'm still getting like one-shotted. That is nuts. That is absolutely bonker damage.
Taking damage.
Area
I think we're
secured.
getting towards the end though. A couple minutes, it should be over. Man, I actually can't tell how strong my Terminators are because they're just so slow. I cannot keep up with the Tyranids. The Tyranids are killing everything before I can hit it.
Taking hits.
I stand ready.
That's a shame. I want to see how strong my guys are, but it's really hard to tell.
Carry here. What are your needs? The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Man, I actually cannot kill this Ravager Titan. It is super hard to kill. I killed the Land Raider though. So even with the second best Titan, I'm not one-shotting. I'm not sure where Orc's army's at. He has like 50 Gargants and 50 bombers, but I've seen like no orcs, like actual orcs. I guess this guy doesn't like infantry. And I don't see Necron's army either. I don't see any warriors or flayed ones or anything. No one made infantry. I wonder why. I'm actually getting shot down by cultists. Am I taking any damage? Oh, I am taking damage. Man, these cultists are actually not bad. I'm taking a little bit of damage here and there. Man, I've been shooting this Ravager for like 10 minutes. That's some pretty good durability. Oh, big wave. Demons versus Gargants. Oh, another unclean one. These Gargants might actually go down. Demons have crazy high melee damage. I think their melee damage is actually higher than my Terminators. I still can't tell if my Terminators are actually... Like, I want to hit something to see how strong my guys are. Oh well. Yeah, I'd love to see my Terminators actually like hit something, but we'll see. I think this is pretty much the final fight. See, there's a Warhound Titan. These are like the baby ones.
Scouts reporting for duty.
400 damage. Not bad. They're still making guardsmen for some reason. I didn't know Chaos can even make guardsmen. Let's see how quickly this man, even the baby Titans are killing my guys. Man, my Space Marines go down to anything. Even with all their health upgrades. That's kinda sad. Even with all these health upgrades, they're still going down instantly. That's why the Imperial Guard Shadow Sword is a big deal. The Shadow Sword actually one-shots any Titan. I think the Shadow Sword one-shots any Titan in the game. So that's how the Imperial Guard deals with this, with the Shadow Sword. Yeah, I think this is pretty much the last fight. I still can't tell how strong my Terminators are because they're just so slow. But I do have teleporting unlocked. Okay, I think this is the final fight. We're getting there. Chaos has like no income though. We destroyed all of Chaos's income. Okay, the baby Titan's starting to go down. Alright, say what you will about me, but I'm constantly making new stuff. I don't see any Necron units, and I don't see any Orc units. Like, I don't see any knobs, I don't see any war bosses, stuff like that. So I guess that's the difference between me and them. And here I got my Predators. My Predators have 15,000 health. That's pretty crazy. 15,000 health, and these vehicles cost like 300. They're dirt cheap. Wow, the Demon Prince went down instantly. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think we're getting down to the wire.
Area secured.
I'm still not seeing the super monolith. You think after all this time the super monolith would be out. And I don't see the other Gargant. Like the super Gargant. I'm not sure where Orc's super Gargant is. Did he delete him? Looks like he deleted his Gargant. I am so confused. This is the tier 4 monolith. Where's like the tier 8 monolith?
Defending objective.
Weird. Yeah, the game should end at any minute now.
Defending objective.
But yeah, there's no like tier 6 stuff. Unless I'm missing it. Okay, the game's over. But yeah, I don't see any like tier like 6 monoliths or anything crazy like that. Unless I'm not seeing it. And I didn't see any like war bosses or knobs or anything like that. So that's kind of weird. Huh. There's a war boss there. 5,000 health. That's it? I had 50,000 health. War boss is a chump. And my salamanders have... Let's see. If I can find a fully maxed out salamander.
We await your command. We await your command.
There we go. This is a fully maxed out salamander. 73,000 health. That's pretty good. I think.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Okay, so the Force Commander does not get the sword. That's good to know. Because I actually had no idea who got the sword or not.
Death before desire. Death. I am fearless. I am invincible.
Okay, so the Chapter Master... I see. So the Chapter Master is your best unit. Pretty sure. I think once you get the sword, you can one-shot like anything in the game. So the Space Marine Chapter Master is your best unit. Unless you count the Titan. But the Titan took 10 minutes to kill anything. So honestly, this Titan's not that great. This Titan can be upgraded. This Titan can be upgraded. But I had no clue on which upgrade to pick. So I didn't. And I thought 2,000 damage would be fine. But yeah, you can actually upgrade this Titan, but I had no clue on which upgrade to pick. So I just didn't. I want to check my commanders real quick. 14,000 health, that's not bad. Liberian has 2,000 health. Wow. I wonder why the Liberian is so garbage. Liberian is actually garbage. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. This was really fun. Going from the verge of defeat to winning. So this was super, super fun. Man, Orcs has a lot of buildings. This is why I don't play Orcs, because it's so much micro. You have to make all these buildings and it's just too much. So that's why I don't play Orcs. It's way too much to keep track of. Weird, he made the Super Gargant once. I don't see the other Gargants. And I don't see the Squiggoths either. So say what you will about me, but I constantly had an army. It looks like these guys kind of gave up after a while, which is fair. This was absolutely exhausting. Alright, hopefully you like this sort of thing. It's fun seeing these guys maxed out. Even fully maxed out, they got one-shotted by Titans. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, hopefully you like this sort of thing. Maybe I'll do more in the future. I'm thinking of making a how-to video. Now, I only know Space Marines and Guard. And a little bit of Sisters. So if I were to make a how-to video, it would just be Space Marine and Guard, and that's it. So that's something I can do in the future. If you guys have any feedback, let me know. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Let's see. Tyrannus got the best score. That makes sense. He's the host and does this all the time. It looks like I actually had the least amount of resources. That's kind of depressing. I had plus 800 everything, and I still have the least amount of resources. Looks like Necron's got second place. Yeah, Necron's got second place, so good job. And Orcs got third place. I got last. Wow. Chaos Demons only have 50 kills. Wow, Chaos Demons suck. Only 50 kills, huh? That's pretty bad. Now Chaos Marines, they have 500 kills. So I guess Chaos Marines are better than Chaos Demons. That's good to know. Oh, we actually traded. I didn't even notice that. 20,000 in trade. Okay, so my teammates traded with me. That's cool. Maybe that's how I got the Titan out. And yeah, I've been talking for a while. A lot of action. Hopefully you like this sort of thing, and let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.